Hi guys. Hi guys. We're going to be starting in about questions. I think I just paused then, sorry. If you've got any questions, fire them away now. We're going to be today for a lunchtime practice doing a thing that I call the daily detox. And this is something I do if I've got a busy day at work, in the office, or oh wow, all the way from Jordan, amazing. Welcome. So yeah, if I've had a busy day and I've been writing all morning, or I haven't had a chance to roll out my mat, or even if I have done in the morning, I roll my mat out and do something like this quite often, because we'll be working through some twists which really we work to detox the body. I'll be guiding you through the correct way to twist. There's often cues in yoga classes just to twist the body, and there's a difference between a rotation and a twist, which I'll guide you through throughout the class. So yeah, we'll be getting out of our shoulders as well. If a lot of you have been busy this morning, it's nice to get out of the shoulders. And we'll ground down at the end, but we'll also be doing some bits to uplift so that you're not moving into your afternoon feeling a bit sluggish. So yeah, I'll be doing some back bends which make you feel like you've taken a shot of espresso, which is always quite nice. Anyway, any more questions? Oh, Bianca's back for round 2. Brilliant. 2 of my classes in one day. That's a record, Bianca. Anyone else got any questions before we start? No? We've got a couple more minutes before we go. So if you've got anything at all, just let me know. I think that's everything. I was talking a lot this morning, actually. Yeah, Bianca's ready to go. Yeah, go girl. You're bossing it this morning. It wasn't an easy class this morning. It'll be a bit easier today. We'll break a little sweat, but if you've got a Zoom meeting straight after, you'll still look pretty. Let's put it that way. This morning I was talking a lot about the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the opposite to fight or flight, rest and digest. Some of you probably already know this, but it's something that I talk about quite a lot because as humans now, we're literally restless. Like, we think resting is reading a book or going for a walk or doing those sorts of things. That's not rest. Like, rest is just lying down, like a shavasana. That's why shavasana is so important, because that's real rest. And as a result, when we go to sleep, a lot of us are still in fight or flight. We're still charged. And what happens is the body, because we're so primal, when we do go to sleep, we never get into a proper restorative sleep, because our body thinks that we need to be on high alert in case we get attacked. Sorry, quite brutal. But that's how it is. So it's really great that you're coming to the mat today at lunchtime, because what this will do, it will break up the day so that it will take you out of any morning stress, and it will ground you down so that when you go into your afternoon, you'll be calm, but you'll be focused. So you won't be all head in the clouds. What yoga does is it takes you to the eye of the storm and stops you getting battered around in the storm. So it doesn't make you unaware. It doesn't say that the world's not happening around you. It merely suggests that you become the observer, which is brilliant. I think we all need that right now. Apologies in advance for the light bulb that's falling out of my ceiling. Just thought you might all enjoy that. No idea what's going on there. Any tips on light bulbs? Be great. Right, it's 12:30, so we're going to get started. So if you want to come to the mat, and we'll start just by grounding down, and we'll start actually on, if you come to the knees and sit the sit bones back towards the heels, keeping the toes tucked. Sorry, I'm just going to turn comments off. Yeah, so keep the toes tucked and sink the sit bones back onto the heels. So you're getting a nice stretch through the soles of the feet. This part of the body often gets ignored. I like to focus on parts of the body that get ignored. So really feeling into that. I mean, it can be a little bit uncomfortable for some, but just try and breathe with it. Close into the eye. Place the hands on the thighs. Take the shoulders up, back and down. And then just tune into the breath. How have you arrived for yourself on the mat this lunchtime? What are you moving through? Whatever it is you're moving through, that will be translated perfectly into the breath. So naturally, just by finding stillness, we can subconsciously draw the breath deeper and back into the belly, back into diaphragmatic breathing, which is where the breath belongs. Now this is what gets us into the parasympathetic nervous system. So you can take one hand to the lower belly here, that really helps. And just feel into that movement. So you'll start to feel an expansion and a contraction. Now, what's amazing about this is that you don't have to force this. The more you sit with the body, the more the body will naturally start to guide itself there on its own. And as the body starts to soften, the mind starts to soften too. Now, as we're in a kind of a restrictive pose with the toes touched, your mind might start resisting the pose. Now, in life, difficult things come our way all the time, things we can't predict. And we have to find a way of moving through them, and they may not be comfortable. And poses like this in yoga, as simple as they may look, as much as you guide and lean into them, the harder they get, as with life. And it's the resistance to the discomfort that causes us the most pain. So I encourage you not to resist the discomfort, but just to lean into it like you would everything that's on the news right now. Don't resist it, lean into it, absorb it, and return to the breath. And return to that space in between stimulus and response so that you're less reactive. Now notice where the breath is at for you now. Feeling into that. And now take the hands to the ribs. So wrapping the hands around the ribs and just feeling the expansion and contraction in the lungs. Filling up. Exhaling, release. Now big inhales now. Inhale, fill up to the top. Hold at the top, bow the chin to the chest and pause. Pause, hold on. Feel like what it is to be really holding on to something. And then exhale, release, let it go. Bottom of the inhale. Rise up, feel the expansion in the lungs. Pause at the top. Sip up a little bit more air. Now bow the chin to the chest and hold. 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 And then exhale, release, sigh it all out. Let it go, open into the eyes. Now walking the hands forward in space, untuck the toes and just tap the toes if you had them tucked. Feels good, hey? Releasing that. Really lovely. Now take the knees in line with the hips and the wrists in line with the shoulders, taking a few cat-cows, dipping the belly down, taking the gaze up, looking forward. Exhale, push the earth away, round through the spine, tucking the tailbone, hugging the navel towards the spine. Inhale, root down, rise up, chest through the gates of the arms. Exhale, push the earth away, round through the spine, gazing to navel. Fluid movements, fluid breath. Now, if you have problems in the lower back, when you come to cow the back, find a little restraint through the ribs here. And then exhale, push the earth away, rounding. Inhale, taking the belly down, dropping the shoulder blades down the back, gazing up, looking forward. Exhale, round through the spine. Now take a few more of these in your own time with your own breath. Really solid foundation here. A few more of these. Fluid movement, inhaling up. Exhaling round through the spine. Lovely. Now pause with a neutral spine. We're going to inhale the left hand all the way up towards the sky. Spark up the fingertips. Exhale, thread that arm underneath the right. Take the side of the head and the temple down. Inhale, lifting up the left hand all the way up. Exhaling, taking a twist. Inhaling, lifting up. Using the breath to get you there. Exhale, taking that left hand underneath the right side of the head, side of the temple comes down here. Breathe. Now you can extend through that arm if you like. If you want to take it further, then wrap that hand inside the inner left thigh and extend the left leg back. Breathing here, now opening through the shoulder blades a little bit, root down and rise up with that right leg. Now this can have a domino effect in a class, don't worry if you fall, I've fallen loads in this pose. And then slowly coming back down, placing that right hand down, and then coming back to center. Nice, easy inhale, bring everything up. Easy exhale, doming through the spine. One more, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, round through the spine, tucking through the toes, lifting through the knees here, hovering them above the earth, pushing the earth away. Evenly distribute the weight here. Don't let one hand or one arm or your dominant side take the weight. Breathe, hugging that navel towards the spine. And then lowering the knees towards the earth, sinking the sit bones back like you did at the beginning of practice, opening the chest and the heart here. Lovely, breathe. Try not to lose track of that breath. And then walking the hands forward, finding your foundation, wrists in line with the shoulders, knees in line with the hips, dipping the belly down, gazing up, looking forward. Exhale, pushing the earth away, rounding through the spine. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, round. Now this time, tuck the toes and lift up, downward facing dog. Find that pyramid shape with the body here, wrapping the triceps out here, making space between the shoulders. And if your hamstrings are really tight, then really try and avoid stretching them too much, and because you'll find that you'll start doming through the upper back. Just take a deep bend in the knees here and maybe pedal out the feet. This might be your first down dog of the day. So just breathe here. And then listen up, we're going to roll forward, take the knees to the floor. Inhale, gazing up, cowing the back, tucking through the toes. We lift back up, downward facing dog. Rolling forward, knees come to the floor, gazing all the way up, chest and heart through the gates of the arms. Exhale, lifting all the way back up. One more of those. So it's an exaggeration of your cat-cow, knees to the floor, inhaling. Exhaling all the way back, and then calming all the way down, knees to the floor, and then finding your foundation again. So just making sure everything's in line. We're going to inhale now, that right hand all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, thread it underneath the left side of the head and the temple come down. Inhale, lifting up, spark the fingertips as you come up. Exhale, coming back down. Inhaling, rise, ride the breath like a wave. Exhaling, coming all the way back down. Nice juicy twist here. Inhale, that left hand comes all the way up towards the sky. See if you can grab the inner right thigh. And if that doesn't suit you, you can just take the arm forward and stay there. If you want to take it a little bit further, extend the left leg behind you. Now you're wrapping that left shoulder back down the back here. Really engage the core. Take your drishti, your gaze to one fixed spot. You root down through the body, the points of contact on the floor, and then you rise through that left foot. Now we're rooting down and rising with our bodies all day long. Wherever we are, whatever we're doing, that's how we function. But we just lose sight of that. So in yoga, we can really draw our awareness to the earth supporting us and the sky just being this unlimited space of abundance above us. And then slowly lower that leg back down. Don't worry if you fall. Left hand comes down, right hand comes up, tucking through the toes, lifting those sit bones up and back. Nice, easy inhale. Easy exhale. Inhaling, come up onto the balls of the feet. We're going to tuck round and roll here. And then take the sit bones to the floor, lifting up. Rolling dog, so we're almost in an up dog here, shoulder blades dropping down the back. Exhale, chin to chest, navel towards spine, coming back, downward facing dog. Really nice go. Guys, inhale, lifting up, we tuck, round and roll. So tuck the tailbone, hugging everything in. Shoulders track over the wrist, dipping the pelvis down, taking the gazing up, looking forward. Chin comes to chest, hugging in. All the way back, so we're moving like beautiful waves. Inhale, roll forward. Exhaling down. One more, inhale. and then coming all the way back. Find your downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, pause in your plank pose, breathing, and then lower all the way to the earth. Take the hands out wide here, like you're holding two cupcakes, kind of wishful thinking. Just checking you can see me. I'll shimmy back a little bit. So taking the hands wide, we're going to inhale, lift up. Root down through all 10 toes, kneecaps are lifted, active legs. Exhale, melt the body down. Inhale, use the breath like a wave, coming up. Exhaling, lowering back down. Inhaling, lifting up, pulsing through the body. Exhaling, back down. One more time, inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, coming back down, placing the hands underneath the shoulders, tucking through the toes, pushing the earth away, reversing your chaturanga, and coming back, downward facing dog. Nice, easy inhale. Easy exhale. We inhale the left leg up and back behind you, keeping the hips nice and square. Bend that leg off center, keeping your shoulders square to the mat, nice opening through that left hip flexor. Tendency to dump into that right arm, avoid that. Breathing. Come to the fingertips of the left hand and let that left foot become heavier and heavier. Find your wild thing, my favorite pose, rock star pose. Let the head be heavy, stretch through the core, stretch through the heart, let the head go. And then place that left hand back down. Inhale the left leg up and back behind you. Exhale, knee comes towards the nose, and we kick that left foot out to the left. And then roll onto the left side, lifting the right hand all the way up. Fallen triangle, coming all the way back down. Inhaling, left leg comes up and back behind you. Exhale, draw that knee towards your nose. Place that foot in between the hands. Back knee comes down, untuck the back toe. Really nice, guys. Inhale, lift the hands all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, now take that left hand behind you as the right hand comes forward. Take a little twist here. Breathing. Now the left hand comes to the lower back, the right hand comes to the right leg. We're going to push the right leg into the right hand and breathe. So we're finding that twist. See, what I'm saying is the difference between the twist and the rotation is that a twist that comes from the upper body, the front of the pelvis is still facing forward. So we're wringing out the body a bit like a towel. A nice towel, not an old towel. Breathing. And then inhale the arms up, circling the arms around. Big circles, make big space. Inhale, lift up. Exhaling round, lovely. Now framing that front foot, tucking through the back toe. Dropping the shoulder blades down the back like wings. We're going to inhale, lift up. Find your high lunge here. Beautiful. Now find those victory arms, lovely. Placing the left hand behind you, right hand up. So the left hand comes to the back of the shin, keeping the pelvis square. So it's like a little twist. Breathing here. Find length and space. Now hands come to heart center. We're going to transfer the weight onto that left foot. Find our third warrior now, warrior three. Now you'll find that that right hip's going to want to track up. So wrap that right hip down, keep them square. And we're going to keep the arms alongside the back for this warrior three. Breathing. Beautiful. Find that space. Crown of the head reaching forward like you're flying high. And then stepping it back. Inhale, lift up. Take a little twist so left hand comes behind you, right hand comes forward. Beautiful. Now listen up. We're going to revolve the body open and find a warrior two on the opposite side. So you're facing the other side of the mat. So right leg bends forward. That will feel nice because it's a counter pose for that. So breathe here. Find length and space. Deep breaths in. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Now flip that front palm open. Extend the front leg and lift up. Exhaling back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhaling back down. One more of those. Inhaling up. Exhaling back down. Find your squat over the right leg and lift the left hand up. And then slowly frame that front foot. Step it back, find your vinyasa, bending through the elbows. Inhale, find your up double cobra. Exhale, coming back, downward facing dog. Nice, easy inhale here. Easy exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Now walk the hands to the back of the mat and place the hands underneath the feet. And just massage out the pads of the hands. So this is you can take a deep bend in the knees like me because I want to be heavy and long. And just massaging out the wrist. The wrists often get ignored, so it's really good to come to that space. And let everything be heavy and long here. Breathing. And wriggle through the toes so that you're really connecting with the body. You're really sending a message to the body that you care when you do this. And then release the hands, walk everything forward. Find your downward facing dog. Nice, easy inhale. Easy exhale. Now inhale, that right leg comes up and back behind you. Bending that leg off center, keeping the shoulder blades square. Coming to the fingertips of the right hand. Let that foot become heavier and heavier. Flip that dog, find your wild thing. Stretch through the core, stretch through the heart. And then coming all the way back around. Drawing that right knee towards the nose and then kicking it out towards the left. Bringing that right hand to center, we're going to inhale, lift that left hand all the way up. Find your fallen triangle, breathing. So you're really expanding through the side body and contracting through the sideways. Spark up the fingertips, push the earth away from you with the hand on the floor. Place it back down, the left hand, and inhale that right leg all the way back up towards the sky. Lovely, guys. Now tiger curl that knee towards the nose. Dome the upper back as you come round. As you place that foot in between the hands. Back knee comes down. Or inhale, find those victory arms. Beautiful. Mild restraint through the front ribs so that you're not dumping in the lower back. Lovely. And then we take that twist on the other side. Beautiful. Opening through the arms. Spark up the fingertips. Now right hand comes to the lower back. Left hand comes outside the right knee. Take that twist. Now really push that right hand into that knee. Left hand into the right knee, sorry. And really push them towards each other, opening through the upper body. Breathing. Really drawing everything nice and deep. Now inhale the arms up, circle the arms down, be big, fill up the room. Open up. Frame that front foot, squeeze the inner thighs together so that they're nice and strong. So you've got heels radiating towards the back of the room and your thighs are drawing into that. They're so strong that you can just lift the arms, extend the arms behind you like a wingspan, and we rise up, root down to rise, coming into that high lunge. Beautiful, guys. And then the right hand comes behind you, grabbing behind that left thigh, and the left hand reaches up. Little twist, very detoxing all of these poses. Breathing here. And then bringing the hands to heart center as we take flight. Finding your third warrior, warrior three. Now, when you look back, you want to see that that left toe is pointing towards the earth and that left hip is wrapping down. So it's going to want to wrap up. You just want to hug it in. And then extend the arms alongside the body. Crown of the head. Following the line of the spine, you can micro bend the standing leg, engaging all the muscles in the leg and the core. Beautiful. And then slowly step it back, lifting the arms up. Take that twist. Beautiful. Twisting everything open in high lunge. And then coming back up. Finding warrior two over that left leg. So that should feel really good. And we're counterposing what we've just done. Really nice and strong. So warrior two towards the back of the mat. Check the back arm so it's in line with the front. Front heel in line with the back arch of the foot. Find your foundation nice and strong. Quads, it wants to be in line, parallel with the mat if you can. Hugging everything in. Shoulder blades dropping down the back. Breathing. Maybe you close into the eyes. That can be nice. Breathing. Flip that front palm. and extend that front leg, lifting the arms up. Now think of all the good stuff coming in, and exhale, push out all the rubbish you don't need. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling down. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling down. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling down. Lovely. Now take that squat on the other side. Left hand reaches up. Beautiful, ninja style. And then coming all the way back, framing that front foot now, just rotating the body around. And then coming through a vinyasa or just meeting down dog, whichever suits you. Maybe bring the knees to the floor. Yes, let's do a mandatory child's pose, shall we? Sinking the sit bones back. Forehead to the earth. Now just rock the forehead from side to side. Just massage out the forehead. We subconsciously hold a lot of tension in our forehead, so we're just drawing our awareness there. If you look at a screen, you carry on frowning after you've used the screen, so just release that. And then take the hands in prayer position above the head and just walk the elbows forward. Breathing here. And then placing the palms down, tucking through the toes, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here. Bottom of the exhale, step, rock or float to the front of the mat. Big toe bones to touch. Dip and sweep, find your chair. Now you can come to the tip toes if you like. As we open up, left hand comes behind you. I'll come back a little bit so you can see me. And then we rise up. And then coming back around on the other side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open. Inhaling, lift up. Exhaling, open. Can you start to notice every point of the body melting into the earth? Every muscle, every tissue, every ligament, every bone, every body part being supported by the earth as if the earth is rising up to meet the body. Can you release any subconscious restraint in the body here? Anything we're feeling, anything we're moving through can be subconsciously manifested into physical pain. Can you release that pain? And if the mind takes you away out of this room, then just draw your awareness back to that natural rhythm of your breath. Breathing. Feeling the motion of the breath in the body. And then start to wiggle the fingers and the toes from here. And then extend the arms alongside the ears, taking a full body stretch. So you really expand through the body here. The biggest expansion you've made all day, right from the tips of the fingers to the tips of the toes. Feeling all of that. As long and as big as you can be. And then we're going to contract by hugging the knees into the chest, wrapping the arms around the shins. Knees come to the forehead. I'm just massaging out the spine here. Breathing. And then just rolling now onto a side that's comfortable to you. And just closing into the eyes and just feeling the residue of the movement and the practice moving through the body before you make your way into the rest of your day. Really feel into that. Start to draw in those deep belly breaths that I spoke about at the beginning of practice. So feeling the diaphragm move. There's a phrenic nerve that runs all the way down the side of the diaphragm, and only when we access that with the breath can we drop into rest and digest. Otherwise, we're always in that reactive mode, that fight or flight. Slowly push the earth away with the palms and bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Keeping the eyes closed or to a soft gaze, bringing the palms to the knees. And just breathe here, natural rhythm of the breath. Drop the shoulders up, back and down. And then start to fill up the lungs halfway. One hand on the lower belly, one hand on the chest. And then inhale all the way up to the crown of the head. Pause here. Exhaling, release. Inhaling up halfway into the lungs. Inhale all the way into the crown of the head. Hold, drop the chin to the chest. Pause. Exhaling, release, let everything go. Inhaling halfway. Inhale all the way to the crown of the head. Pause and hold. Pause. Really hold on. Really feel like what it feels like to hold on to something. Dip the chin to the chest. Release, sigh it out. Inhaling up halfway. Inhaling all the way to the crown of the head. Really filling up. And it will feel like the body wants to sip in more oxygen, but it's actually just trying to release carbon dioxide. So you can hold on. You can always hold on a bit longer than you think. And then exhale, release, sigh everything out. Hands come back to the knees, blinking the eyes open. Taking in a room. Bringing the palms to heart center. Bowing chin to chest. Closing back into the eyes and go inwards. Feel everything moving inside of the body.